Hello, I'm Dr. Kenneth Goldberg, the author of The Homework Trap: How to Save the Sanity of Parents, Students, and Teachers. For those of you who have been following my blog, you know that I have been generally posting nearly every day a commentary on something that I find in the news. I'm just back from a week and a half vacation, and I'm going to start posting again, but I want to do something that's a little different. I'd like to focus for at least the next several blogs on the question of how to implement the homework trap. Generally, when people ask me about my model, they're interested in my solutions. And the solutions that I have offered are fairly simple. There are basically three components: time-bound homework, penalty reductions, and a recognition that the parent is the final authority for things that happen in the home. And it's these three steps that I am asked about and that I keep repeating in most of the things I write and I say. However, if you read my book, you'll see that the bulk of the book is on behavior and psychology. I'm a psychologist, I'm not an educator, and the thing that brought me into this area of interest is not education per se, but more that I have children that have gone to school, and when I started to notice things happening with my children in school, I then started to look through that lens with patients that I have, both children and adults, who talk about when they were in school in the past. And what I have come to realize is that for children that have persistent homework problems, these common strategies that are used to get them back on track are often more likely to make matters worse than to help out. And the only way to understand that is to get past moralistic perspectives, get away from the way things should be, get away from the way things have been for some kids, or how things have been in your own experience when you were a child, and begin to look at accurately what is happening to the child and what is happening to the family under the constant and unrelenting pressures of homework. And I've come up with a 3-point recommendation: time-bound homework, penalty reductions, and respect for parental authority. And this is what people generally ask me about, and what I generally repeat in written form and in interviews when I speak about the homework trap. However, where people often get stuck is once they see the model, how do you use it? Well, using the model, there are three basic forms within where the model can be used. One of them is in the home by oneself, what the parent can do with or without any agreement by the school. One is with the school, and one is with the community at large. And all three of them are based on not simply using the recommendations that I offer, but actually understanding what is happening to the child. It's my true belief that I know parents love their kids and want to see them do well. And it's my true belief that teachers really care about kids and want to see them do well also. So when teachers take the positions they do, they're taking them with clear, good intentions. However, if you don't understand what is happening inside the kid under a state of unrelenting pressure, then you miss the point. I often make the analogy to the medical mantra the doctors use: first do no harm. The operation may be a great one, the medication may work for 90% of all people, but if you have reason to believe that the intervention is harmful, you don't do it. And if we go on the mantra of first do no harm, and we understand how homework pressure is harmful, at least to a certain percentage of kids, then we realize we have to do something different. So this is a preamble to blogs that are going to come up in the future. I'm going to speak on in the home on their own. I'm going to talk about what parents can do to work directly with teachers to try to institute new approaches, and I'm going to talk about what can be done with the community at large. Thank you, and stay tuned.